If you have an EBT card, if you are on SNAP or food stamps, you need to listen very closely to this right now, because 2026 is not going to be a normal year for SNAP benefits, and what's happening is already catching people off guard. This is one of the biggest changes we've seen to the SNAP program in years, and for some people, these changes are already active today, not next month, not later this year, right now. And I want to be clear from the very beginning, I am not here to scare you, I am not here to exaggerate, but I am here to tell you exactly what's happening, because this is serious and a lot of people still don't know. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what's changing with SNAP in 2026, whether it affects you, which states are involved, and what you need to do before your next grocery trip. Because if you wait until you're already standing at the checkout counter, it may be too late. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Margaret, and on this channel I focus on SNAP, EBT, and government benefit updates that directly impact real people. I've been following these programs for years, and I understand how important SNAP is. This isn't extra money, this isn't a luxury. For millions of families, SNAP is the grocery budget. Every trip to the store is planned, every dollar matters, and when rules change without clear communication, it creates stress, confusion, and real problems for people who are already struggling. That's why I'm making this video now. So let's get straight into what's happening. In 2025, multiple states applied for and received federal waivers that allow them to restrict what items can be purchased with SNAP benefits. These waivers give states the ability to ban certain categories of food from being purchased with an EBT card. And we're not talking about minor changes. These restrictions focus on things like sugary drinks, candy dessert foods, and similar items. This is a major shift from how SNAP has traditionally worked. And here's the part that matters most. These changes are not rolling out nationwide at the same time. They are rolling out state by state, and that's exactly why so many people are confused. As of January 1st, 2026, 5 states have already started enforcing these new SNAP restrictions. I'm going to say these clearly, because if you live in one of these states, this affects you right now. Indiana, Iowa, Nebraska, Utah, West Virginia. If you are in any one of these 5 states, the rules for what you can buy with your EBT card have already changed. That means items you were able to buy last year may no longer go through today. And if you're not in one of these states, don't assume you're safe, because this is only the beginning. In total, 18 states received approval to move forward with SNAP purchase restrictions. The remaining states are expected to begin rolling out these changes gradually over the next several months of 2026. Most of these states are expected to implement restrictions within the first half of the year. So even if your state hasn't started yet, that doesn't mean it won't. This is expected to impact around 20 million SNAP beneficiaries nationwide. That's nearly half of everyone on SNAP. So yes, this is a big deal. Now let's talk about why this is going to feel so chaotic. One of the biggest issues with these changes is that there is no single clear definition of what exactly is restricted. Each state is doing this differently. Some states are focusing mainly on sugary beverages. Some are focusing on candy and dessert foods. Some are restricting both. There is no universal list that applies everywhere. And that inconsistency is creating confusion for beneficiaries, grocery stores, and cashiers alike. Drinks are a little easier to understand. In most states with restrictions, this includes soda, energy drinks, sweetened teas, prepackaged drinks with added sugar. But food is where things get really confusing. Where do you draw the line? Think about cereal. Many cereals are loaded with sugar, but they're still allowed. What about instant oatmeal packets? Those often have a lot of sugar too, but they're still allowed. Meanwhile, packaged cookies and dessert foods may be completely banned. That's where people start asking questions. Why is one sugary item allowed, but another one isn't? And the truth is, the rules are not always clear. Here's another major problem that people are not prepared for. There is no guarantee that enforcement will be smooth at the beginning. Some stores may update their systems quickly. Others may take longer. Some employees may understand the new rules. Others may be just as confused as customers. That means during the early rollout, one store may allow an item, another store may deny the same item, even within the same state. And that creates frustration, embarrassment, and stress at checkout. No one wants to stand there while items are being denied one by one. This is going to impact people differently. Families with kids who rely on SNAP to stretch their grocery budget. Single adults trying to make benefits last all month. Seniors who have consistent food routines. People who rely on convenience foods because of time, health, or mobility issues. For many people, restricted items weren't luxuries. They were affordable, familiar options. When those disappear, people are forced to adjust quickly, often without guidance. I want to be very clear about something. This is not just about one grocery trip. This is about a long-term shift in how SNAP is being structured. Whether you agree with these changes or not, the reality is more restrictions are being tested, more states are watching, and 2026 is a transition year. Ignoring this will not make it go away. Being informed gives you control. Now let's talk about what you actually need to do. Because knowing that changes are happening is one thing, knowing how to deal with them is another. And if you're on SNAP, preparation matters. Step 1 is this: if you live in one of the states already enforcing restrictions, or in any state that received a waiver, contact your local SNAP office. Ask very direct questions. What categories are restricted in my state? Are sugary drinks banned? Are dessert foods banned? Is there a written list or guidance available? Do not rely on rumours. Do not rely on social media comments. Get information directly from your state office whenever possible. Step 2. Before your next grocery trip, look at what you usually buy. If something is a sugary drink, a packaged dessert candy, or similar items, understand that it may be flagged at checkout. That doesn't mean it definitely will be, but you should be prepared for the possibility. Step 3 is extremely important. Always have a backup plan. If an item is denied, can you remove it? Can you replace it with something else? Can you adjust your purchase on the spot? The worst situation is being surprised and not knowing what to do. Preparation reduces stress. Step 4. Be patient with store employees. Cashiers are not making these rules. In many cases, they are learning about them at the same time you are. If something is denied and you don't understand why, ask calmly. Getting angry will not change the system, but staying informed helps you navigate it. Step 5. Know your rights. If you believe an item was wrongly denied, save your receipt. Write down what happened. Contact your state SNAP office. Mistakes can happen during rollouts, especially early on. Documentation matters. Step 6. Start looking for alternatives. If certain convenience items are restricted, look for SNAP-eligible options that are still allowed. Yes, it may take more effort. Yes, it may require adjustment. But flexibility will be important during this transition period. Now let's talk about retailers. Stores that violate SNAP rules may face penalties, including suspension from accepting EBT payments. That puts pressure on stores to comply, even when rules are unclear. And when rules are unclear, mistakes happen. That's why early rollouts are often messy. The first states implementing these changes are essentially testing the system. Other states will likely adjust based on what goes wrong. This is why I expect the first few months of 2026 to feel confusing, not because people are doing something wrong, but because the system is changing, and whenever systems change, real people feel it first. Some people will see these changes as government overreach. Others will see them as an attempt to encourage healthier choices. I'm not here to tell you how to feel. My job is to make sure you're informed and prepared. What I will say is this: Lack of clarity hurts people. Inconsistent rules create stress, and beneficiaries deserve clear guidance. As more states roll these changes out, things may improve, systems may become more consistent, employees may receive better training, clearer guidance may be issued. But right now, we are in the early stages, and early stages are always the hardest. If you are in one of the states already affected, I want to hear from you. What happens when you shop? Are items being denied? Are cashiers enforcing restrictions? Is everything going through normally? Real-world experiences help everyone understand what's actually happening. If this video helped you, please like it, subscribe, and share it with someone who uses SNAP. A lot of people still don't know this is happening, and information makes a difference. You're not alone in this. We're all figuring it out together. Stay informed, plan ahead, and I'll continue keeping you updated as these changes unfold.